Hey, this is Tony. Thank you for joining me here at Coolest Life. I am here at this Masonic temple. So this is Coolest Life Masonic Edition. I'm here at Solar Star Lodge number 14 here in Bath, Maine. My first visit to a Maine lodge. Looking forward to their work. Wish they were having degree work, but they're not. But they are going to do an opening and close. So I'm really looking forward to this. So let me go back inside and finish up with dinner. It looks pretty good. I think it's biscuits and gravy and something else. Love me some biscuits and gravy. Anyway, go ahead and like and subscribe. Do it early. Beat the rush. As you've just entered the Coolest Life Masonic Edition. Well, good news, I made it in. So now we're going to take a look at the inside of Solar Star Lodge here. Oh, by the way, got a chance to meet the master. Hey, master. He's our city master. He's been gracious enough to give us a chance to go take a look at his lodge, how beautiful it is. Let me go ahead and turn this around. We'll take you through the main door. As you can see, is really just a stunning lodge. I love the two-tone work they have on the side. You don't see that a lot. Typically, you see a lot of paneling and just straight lines or solid walls when you come into lodges. So let's go ahead and start as I normally start, which is right here at the Senior Wardens Station. You see the Senior Warden Station. What you find in most northeastern lodges that I've seen so far is they don't use a gavel here. They use a truncheon. So you've got the stand there for the truncheon. They actually just took their truncheon away because they pack up everything. Do you have other groups that meet here? Eastern Star and York Rite?
And York Rite.
Gotcha. So that's why they'll take all their items up, and you can see this is actually where they would put their staff. We saw one other lodge where they actually had a hole in the floor right there, and then they had one holder up here where they put that in. So it was interesting there. Really good condition of the chairs. They all match, and I really like this. You don't see this a lot in other lodges. A table here that the a person sitting up here would have. I think the last video we just did had one sitting by the master's desk, but normally they would either use this as, and then they'll have an opening there. But that's definitely something unusual. Also, you don't see this much in a Blue Lodge area, a balcony. Again, I got to stay there. I mean, just the conditions of this lodge is just beautiful. It really is.
One time there were over 600 members.
600 members, wow. You have the altar here, and the altar actually opens up. You mind? You good? And you can see they'll keep some of the regalia in there, different books, Holy Bible. I'm sure they have Quran and access there. And also, I think I mentioned some other, is that you don't see a pad on that side too often. I have noticed it more here in northeastern lodges. Here in Maine, you see that this chair here and this chair here was actually facing inward. I really like that. I wish more southern lodges would do that, but they don't. I'm trying to get this in focus. Here's where the master would sit, and here is his lesser light. They'll turn this on during the meeting, and you see he's got a table over there also. And this column here is a little larger than the one we just saw at the Senior Warden's desk. We've also got the flag displayed there on the pole. And you do see some York Rite flags over there. And Untitled Chapter. Is that Demolay? Order of Demolay. Yeah. Is that Demolay flag?
Yes.
Okay. I thought that logo was a Demolay. I saw the Demolay flag there, and they've got this for your York Rite. They've got this arch. In York Rite, they use that. And here would be their ballot box that you see. We see this is what we normally find in most lodges. You don't see a whole lot of them with a metal handle. I think I've seen 2 so far. Normally they're wood, but you see the ballot box there. And yes, there's some black ones in there somewhere, I'm sure. But check out the other video I did on Reading, PA, where they were all either white balls or black balls. It was unusual. There was no squares at all. So it was definitely something unusual. You see the ashlar here, the uncut rough, and then the smooth one over here. It's pretty normal there. They do set, just like they do in some Southern lodges, over here to the right of the Worshipful Master is going to set your secretary, and over here to your left, as you're looking at the Worshipful Master, would be your treasurer. And we saw in Pennsylvania lodges where they had those backwards for some reason. It's the only place I've seen so far that had them backwards. And we saw some in some New Hampshire lodges where we didn't even see any columns. This being Maine, they've got their columns right here. And they said part of that is for their, obviously their degree work, because this would be the inner porch. But some people say the inner porch is that door, but to each his own. If it works for the degree work and that's where they're supposed to put them, then that's where they put them. And you can see these are large too, because those are like the size of a basketball up there. It's good size, maybe a little larger than a basketball. Really good condition. I always like the work at the top of the chapters here. Here's where your junior warden would sit. You got somewhat of a celestial globe up there. I don't think it's exactly accurate, but it's definitely celestial. But good looking. I also don't see any like the plum or anything on any of this. So if you had an Eastern Star meeting, you wouldn't have the plum here or up there, but I don't see that on here. You know me, I'm a fan of the more Masonic logos, the better, I think, but that's just me. I also got an organ back here. I'm sure they use that during Eastern Star. And we always wish that more lodges had an organ and had an organist playing them. But, oh, there I went. But if you get a chance to visit this lodge, Solar Star Lodge here in Bath, Maine, be sure to come see them. They welcome me with open arms. I'm sure they will you too. They also had an awesome dinner. It was great. It was ready when I walked in, only because I was late. Should have been here at 6 o'clock, so show up at 6 o'clock, not 6:30. I hope you enjoyed this tour of this lodge, and be sure to like and subscribe and send this to your friends who are Masons and your non-Mason friends, because you're now leaving the coolest life, Masonic edition.